Hello everybody, welcome to iBeauty Makeup's channel. Today I have a tutorial for you with this look, which is quite dark and not very blended at all. I wanted to do something a little bit different with the She Who Dares Mineralized eyeshadow that came out with the Mac Disney collection, and I also wanted it to be a little bit Halloweenish. I mean, we are on the right time, and this actually came out at the specific time, so I wanted to do something very sharp, very cat eye, something that if you wanted to wear on a Halloween party and you're not necessarily dressing up for anything, it could totally give you a little bit of additional pizzazz and bling without necessarily wearing a full-on costume. So I hope you like it, and if you do and you want to learn how I did it, keep on watching. Alright, welcome back. So the first thing I did was prime my whole eyelid with Painterly Paint Pot from MAC from top to bottom. And next I'm going to take Eye Bright or Milk Jumbo Pencil, anything you have, just to highlight this area, the highest part of your brow bone. And just tap it a little bit. And I'm first going to start with a color pretty much all over the lid, and I'm going to use Digit, which is a light purple by MAC. Pack that on a big 227 brush and just pat the color at the highest point of the brow and then bring it down. Then the very next thing we're going to do is that we're going to design our shape with a base. And the base I chose is a very, very creamy gel eyeliner. This is from Sally Beauty Supply, very inexpensive, and it's a navy blue. And this one is called just Navy. And I'm going to take a 269, just a wide angled brush, and I'm going to define or design the blue shape. Take some of that, and what I like to do is that I like to take a pretty good amount, something like this, and I put it on the back of my hand, and then I work from there. Make sure there's just enough to design, and then I go back as needed. So the first thing I want is that when my eyes are open, I want to be able to see a little bit the shape. And depending on how much space you have, whether you have a lot more lower lid and less space over here or vice versa, you have to adjust with your eyes. So I'm going to just look straight, and I'm going to just tap right there, because I know that with my eyes open that would be like the very, very, very edge. And I'm gonna start drawing like a at this point it should look like this. Now what I'm going to do is that from the bottom, from the corner of my eyeliner, I'm going to go and meet that line on the corner there. If you have a little bit of a mess like I have right here, we're going to clean that up with eye makeup remover later on. So now is the easiest part. Now you just fill it all in. Although I had to do a lot of cleanup, it's very important that this part, although it's just a base and there's going to be eyeshadow on top, is as perfect and as even as possible, because you only will apply the eyeshadow on top of it, and you want the outline or the sketch to be as neat as you possibly can make it. I didn't have good luck this time, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reapply a little bit of that digit. If you had to do a little bit of cleanup, like in my case, and reapply a little bit of your base, then most probably the eyeliner is already dry. So what we're going to do is then we're going to work with the brush wet. I didn't have to do it on this side, but we're going to wet it just a little bit to make sure that there's some sort of adhesion. I'm going to use Fix Plus for that, and I'm going to spray my brush, which is a very short and dense white shader brush. Pick up some of the blue everywhere, but you do not want to go outside the lines. To do the corner, just turn sideways and turn your brush upside down. At this point, you want to continue to look down and not close your eyes as much as you can, because you want to make sure that this is very, very dry so it doesn't crease, although we already have a base and all that. For the green part, I'm using a very little synthetic shader brush. You can also use just like an angled brush. Anything like this would work. And I'm going to use NYX Jumbo Pencil in Rocky Mountain Green, which is a beautiful bright green. I'm going to pick up some of that on the brush. And I'm just going to create a line that goes from 3/4 of the way all the way up where the tail of the wing stops. There you go, it should look like that. Now I'm going to take an even smaller shader brush. This is number 15 by NARS. It's very, very small, very packed and dense. I think Mac has one of these, and so does Sigma. So I'm going to take some of the green and just pack the color right on the tip of the brush and push the color right where we applied that pencil. And it should look like that. Now we're going to clean all this fallout and everything once we're done. If you want, just brush a little bit your lower lashes if they have a lot of glitter. The next product I'm going to use is the Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner. It came out with the previous collection of Mac. Don't remember how it was called. Pure Show is the color. It's a very glittery, fine glittery eyeliner. And we're just going to do the inner corner, and we're going to meet the green. So at this point you made a pretty thick, not so precise line. And what we're going to do right after is that was the base. I'm going to proceed with Makeup Forever Diamond Powder. This is there a name? 91004. It's the coppery gold one. Looks like that. And we're going to apply that right on top. For that, I'm going to use a Sonia Kashuk tiny shader brush. Some of the color and top off the excess and just place it right on top. You want to work relatively quick because you don't want the eyeliner to dry. Now, as you can see, there's a very big difference in between both eyes. This is obviously quite thick. We're gonna go in with pointy Q-tips and some eye makeup remover, and we're just going to clean up that area. Obviously, this part, you make it as thick or as thin as you want. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a little bit of Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to add a little bit of contouring right in the inner corner with a small, like a 226. Just put a little bit of that and really take off all the excess, and just to help. Next, we're going to line our eyes again with the Super Slick liquid liner. This is a Signature Blue. And we're just going to pop that right on top of it. And always remember the little trick that if you still have some stubborn glitter that doesn't want to get out, I always have one of these handies, Scotch tape, and you just take a piece, and what I do is that I wrap it around my finger, and I just... So that is it for that. I'm going to apply my foundation and do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back to show you how to do the rest of the makeup. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I already did my foundation and falsies, eyebrows, blush and all that. I kept it pretty conventional. Contoured with Hoola by Benefit, and then I use as a blush the beauty powder that came with the Maleficent line, which was Briar Rose. It looks like this. It's a very rose purpley lilac undertones, so I just kept it in the back. And for false eyelashes, I did something very natural, but again, I don't know if you can see, still long and very, very curled. I think they are. Where did I put the casing? It's right here. They're the Alley Beauty lashes. I cut the top part, is the number 45. I tight lined with black eyeliner. I used the Milani Liquify black eyeliner, which is really, really good. And then after that, I used a little bit of Mineralized Skin Finish Candlelight to highlight the cheekbones along with High Beam. That's usually a pretty good combo for me. And I have to say, the toughest part was the lips. I first tried it with a super duper red gloss hip, Enticing, I think it's called, and it looked really, really good. Obviously, you would tend to go for something nude if you have heavy on the eyes, but this is, you know, Halloween time. This is not necessarily a Halloween look, but very dramatic, and I tried to go all out. So I was debating between something very bright pink or a red. But you can totally use something nude. If you were able to get also from the same collection, the Innocence Beware beautiful nude, it would look amazing. But I do that all the time. Like I said, I wanted to do something different. So I ended up going with a lip tar. This is one of the new colors for the fall from OCC, and it's called Trolop or Trulop. See if it focuses. There you go. It's a beautiful pink, bright pink, almost magenta, and I topped it off with a little bit of Dazzle lipstick in Liquid Lurex to give it a nice effect, a nice shine. I know it looks green here, but as you can see, it doesn't come out green at all. It's just a sheer film of glitter. And that is about it. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it.